Hey there, it's Tanya with the Sunshine Real Estate team. Just wanted to give you guys a general idea of what San Antonio looks like in the map form, especially if you're looking to relocate from outside of San Antonio. So let me go ahead and share my screen so you guys can see what I'm looking at, and we'll go ahead and get started. I went ahead and highlighted the main corridors so you can see them and talk about them when it comes to searching for your home. I have this conversation very frequently with out of state and even out of town buyers so that they have a better understanding of San Antonio. So first, we're going to look at the inner loop here. This is 410, and this is what I call the inner San Antonio loop because all of these cities within this area are going to be closer to downtown San Antonio. If you want to be in the mix of downtown San Antonio, then you're going to want to be within this small section. And this isn't really considered a loop. It's got 35, 37, and I-10 all going through it, but it is considered the heart of downtown. And then we have the east side, which is known as Dignity Hill. And north of downtown, we have Tobin Hill, and there's Alamo Heights, which is very popular. A lot of people like it there for convenience to downtown, in addition to the schools. And then there is the west side of San Antonio, which the home prices are cheaper, but occasionally you will find maybe that there's a little bit more crime in this particular area. But when you go north of Culebra, Woodlawn Lake is a very beautiful area, and it's still close to downtown. It's priced more reasonably than Alamo Heights, so it might be something that you want to consider. Then if we want to go further out, if you're looking to be maybe in the suburbs or somewhere that's not as close to downtown, you can go outside of 410 and inside of this loop, which is 1604. And this area here, Hollywood Park, is a very popular area, again, just because it's some of the yards are actually bigger, and then people do appreciate the school district here. But when you go north of Culebra, Woodlawn Lake is a very beautiful area, and it's still close to downtown. It's priced more reasonably than Alamo Heights, so it might be something that you want to consider. As well as Chavano Park has bigger yards, also close to San Antonio, but not within the city. And then we have Castle Hills, same story. All of these neighborhoods here are very popular, and so they're a little bit more expensive as well. You're looking at closer to around, up above 500,000 in these areas for a move-in ready home. And then if you're looking over here, you're looking at closer to 300,000. This is Leon Valley, and it's just not as popular as this part. The yards are a little bit smaller, but they do have newer homes for very affordable prices. So anybody that's considering wanting to get a starter home or move into San Antonio, I do suggest this area. And then if you go east of 281, this is also a popular part of town, the northeast part into Live Oak. And again, prices are similar to the northwest, which is Leon Valley, and it's reasonable as far as like the school districts and everything else. Some newer homes are over here and just smaller yards. So that's really the main difference. And then if you're going to go further east, this area is very affordable. You can find homes for under 200,000 over here in the Converse and Universal City area once you start going further east. And China Grove also. And there's even brand new homes over here for under 300,000. And then once we go over to the west side, it's similar. If you're looking at like 90 and 1604 in this particular part, you can get homes under 200,000, and south as well. And then once we zoom out a little bit more, you'll see outside of 1604, and this is usually the more expensive area. Actually similar to like Chavano Park and Hollywood Park. It's just even more expensive as you continue to venture out. And depending on which direction. So if you go north, you're looking at over 500,000 up to $1 million. If you go northwest in this area, this is Bernie. A lot of the videos that I do are going to be closer to Bernie because that's where I live. And then Fair Oaks Ranch is very popular as well in Leon Springs. And just because it's so convenient on I-10, you can jump down and get all the way down to downtown, and it's super easy. And then there's a lot of new homes off of 90 and 1604, as I mentioned. You'll probably consider this area, especially if you're wanting a new home. And these ones are really nice. Like you can get a new Prairie home for, $500,000 in this particular area here. And so that's pretty much San Antonio. If you wanted to venture out even further outside of San Antonio, you can look at New Braunfels, which is up here in the northeast, just about 30 minutes north of San Antonio. And then if you want to venture out even more, you'll see that Austin really isn't that far. It's about an hour and a half. And same with Kerrville this direction. It's about a little over an hour from San Antonio. And so there you have it. That is basically how I describe San Antonio to anyone who is considering moving here, or if they have questions just about the general area. That is what I would describe. So if you want to be part of this tribe, don't forget to subscribe, and feel free to reach out if you have questions. You can call me or text me anytime.